But weirdly enough, first, I think I'll go try to reclaim that one weapon. Now, if you spin the camera as you start to use that, you can actually watch them play it from the front. So I'm just going to need to pull this up and see where Palo Port is. It's the desert capital for wind. It's Heaven's Way. Rabbi Forest by Jad. Opalvile. Lamp Bloom. Golden Road. Yeah, look, Rabbi there is right by Jad. Heaven's Way is right by crap, it's not Maya. It's the other one. Oh no, Heaven's Way is by Palo Port if I remember. And Laurent there. That takes you right to the capital. Alright, well, we're gonna go around until we can find Palo Port here. It is right there. The Golden Road is right by Valsena. I'm actually pretty sure this city here is Maya. What I was thinking while I was off is that I'm supposed to be immediately working towards Fireball. I could get this up to 15 to get Ice Smash Plus for the Fire Boss here. Alright, yeah, that's Maya. And yeah, we can still take the cannons back and forth between Valsena and Maya. But for me, it's just a little less confusing to look at the map from using our little water vehicle here, Voskov, and figuring out how to get there. Okay, so that was Maya. I think that was Palo at the other end, so maybe, let's just see here. Did I wind up just getting her? Yeah, I got the pewter staff. Which I think that was like one of her first weapons after she hits class 2. Any bit of experience helps, so we're just gonna do these quick fights here for a bit of extra money and experience here. But we're not gonna focus on like seeking out every fight. Just ones that I can't really avoid will do. Make your way back down the road here, over to Palo. Okay, this is the right way to go for it. Nice, got the experience boost there. These guys... oh shoot, sorry. Drank a soda not that long ago, so still got some buildup in my throat from that. But essentially that fight, as you saw there, you can avoid it just going around to the outskirts of the bridge. Nope, I think this is where they are, yep. That one's armor, here's weapons.
Well, also, where's the rod?
Aha, twisted rod, there we go. And I knew because the Corsac and the Light Flow were the other two weapons from here that I still had. Alright, so there we go. We had what are more or less the strongest weapons before going over to second class. And even though we have Voskov, you can still even just take the boat. I wasn't really talking to that guy because he might have had something important to say. I just was pretty sure at some point after dealing with the ghost ship, you run into Matelo again somewheres. And again, yes, something is kind of interesting to say if you talk to him. Not really so much interesting as in like it gives you any information really, just, you know, something funny, more or less, and entertaining to talk about. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we can't call the boat here. And where did you take us?
Where you headed?
Palo or Jad? Oh, so Bezier is where we get the strongest weapons. Palo is where you get, like, the next set of weapons.
Coming aboard?
So now we'll make our way back out of here. Go to the beach nearby out in the field and go back over to Orient. So just gotta pull up the map here quickly once it loads us back onto Voskov here. See which way I need to go. Alright, so you just gotta go up and around. We'll put him in dashing mode so we can get there a little quicker. Alright, here we go. We already grabbed the little cactus from here earlier today, along with most of the chest one. I'll check the map here in a second, because we have that... Sorry, just had to clear my throat there for a second. Because we have that, first couple of little cactus prizes, and the first one lets us check out chests, so there was just the one chest in the town. I don't remember if it was weapons we bought here already or armor.
Well, lots of wares to browse.
Okay. It was weapons. Sorry, someone came to my room. So over here we have weapons and items, or armor and items, my bad.
Welcome. Come again.
Okay, that one said item shop.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse. Oh, good choice.
I have wanted this.
And the reason that I hadn't as I was saying, the reason I haven't bought the weapon for Reese is because I think we might be getting one from her in a chest coming up. So now we have all that taken care of gear-wise and grabbing everything there. Let's head out and start progressing the game and the story some more. Now here in Frostbite Fields, we actually have a spot where we can potentially grind out the silver seeds, which would be nice for leveling it up a little faster.
We have to get through these fields, correct? This is so cold. I don't like the snow anymore.
And I'm going to run back here because it starts us off a decent bit of a ways from the town. Make sure there wasn't any items sitting on the ground. It shifted us back into the town, though, before I thought it would. There we go. Nice. Got another bonus there. Just gonna hop up around these trees. Here's one little cactus. I think there's two of them here. Find two more times and get a prize. Alright, no, can't go up that way. Time of day shifting. So if I remember properly, it's these wizards that can drop silver seeds. We want to go down this way just to grab any items that are down here. As that's what this series is kind of known for doing to you. They'll throw items and chests down off of paths that are out of the way. And a chest with a couple wishes there. If we look, we can see there's actually 6 of them, including that one.
Aren't you too freezing out here? Perhaps it is a little chilly, but this equipment is easy to move in. You know what they say. It isn't easy to lift this good. You'll understand when you're older. Hey, are you making fun of me again? I'll catch you.
Ah, those lines between them, that was pretty funny. Yeah, there we go.
I was great.
Got a fairy walnut there, those are always nice to have. Health recovery pot. Make sure there's nothing else around here. Too bad the map ends with there. It'd be nice if there's like something you could potentially do with that waterfall. And we're going to continue this way. You can see another healing pot, another item laying on the ground there. Ow. Grab a bunch of those crystals.
With this strength, I can make a difference.
Nice, Reese just got another level. Grab that sparkle on the ground here. In this little cave here, we got another chest with a circlet. Which I think is for you. Yes, it is. A new piece of headgear for Angela. As I had said much earlier on, the accessories and headgears aren't quite as prominent in shops. Early on, you'll get a couple times where they show up, but ultimately they're gonna be showing up even rarely outside in chests. Sorry. As I was saying, even outside of shops, you're going to find headgear and accessories pretty sparingly. Out in the fields and out on the world in chests and everything. It's not going to be till later on in the game that they'll actually be a little more prominent throughout shops. And we'll see them popping up a little more in the chests that we find outside. These lizardons might actually be the thing that drop them. I thought it was the wizards. I might be wrong. It's been a couple of years. Probably at least 3 or 4.
Victory is easy with reliable companions.
Well, that was candy, but the thing is, you can farm them in this area, but they're not going to be a definite drop.
Allow me.
Oh great, even these lizard, well, most of the enemies like, lizard enemies like that can do that.
Stay focused.
Ah, here's the other little cactus. We should get that escape prize here, because there is a second area to the snowfields here where we can grab another one of his spottings. Whoops. Didn't mean to jump off there. But yeah, as I was saying, the silver seeds here aren't a guaranteed drop, but you can farm them here without too much issue. You just... If you're expecting them to be quick in every fight, you just might be sitting here a little longer than you're expecting. There we go. Ah, nice. There's a silver item seed just laying in the snow.
I'm on the job. Don't keep me waiting. Ah, the enemy. Allow me.
There we go. Take that. We got an item. Let's see what we got. Alright, so it might be from just about anything. I thought I recall it being from the lizards, as though it might just be from the little fish guys here with the spears. These Sahagins.
I will not fall. This is how it is done in the rough.
Alright, let's see, is this the way they want me to go? Yeah, it is. So let's go up first. No, the wizard didn't drop anything. Nice, got them both. That'll give us that bonus. It might just be the Sahagins. It's not a problem. I did remember for certain that there was an enemy here that you could farm the silver seeds off of a little bit. So these would be the gates into the capital. And there's another regular item seed. I don't remember the capital's name at the moment, and the current map won't show us it. But that's... we can't go in there right now because of the story things and the Queen still being under the Crimson Wizard's control, more or less, or influence more so. But that would be where you started off as Angela. First hit that he slammed down on me with, I was trying to, well, I did hit it to dodge out of the way, but unfortunately the game did not think I was in the proper frame point to do it, so it didn't actually do anything when I hit it. See? Hit it, doesn't let me move. And it's probably also because he's too far into the animation for it to be of any use. Alright, did we get another seed there? Darn. I probably will farm some silver seeds later on just to help level up the magic pot a little easier. Because the absolute best way you're going to get the strongest gear from the seeds and the class items is to pretty much have the pot maxed off for the highest level chance with those seeds. Okay, so yeah, we went up there, we went over there. power heal everyone, as we took a decent bit of damage there. Okay, let's head over here where this little dead end is. Here we go.
Snowman after we defeat the enemy?
An undying icon. Another candy. Icons and coins I'll probably end up selling. Those are just basically the elemental throw items.
Hey! That dark night hurt Soapfit and Gumtall!
Cease your toil. The Mana Stones will be activated and the portal to the Sanctuary of Mana will be opened. No matter what. The Mana Sword will belong to the Dragon Lord.
So that's 2 evil masters that we've heard of now.
Did we not find
You have his Dark Majesty,
that knight has all fiendish weapons? He must be working for me! Can't stay
oh, I forgot these guys could petrify you. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, that's part of that cloud attack there. Oop, alright, let's have you heal. Crap. I was going to have her use...
Allow me! Don't keep me waiting! Not like this! Allow me!
Alright, I'm going to actually have to have her heal or not heal herself, but recover her MP now. What the heck? Come on, game. Yep, these are the ones that freaking heat up and blow up chasing after you to try to damage you as they do. Alright. I gotta heal you. Oh, darn it. Okay, I gotta revive our healer Charlotte again. Oop. Oop, sorry about that. Oh my... Geez, Charlotte, how many times are you freaking dying on us here? that one move away, Angela. I'm gonna throw a walnut on her. That might have been part of why we ended up using so many items there. I was just forgetting to throw out their class skills as much as I probably should have even before they got stunned.
The Mana Stone is nearby. I can feel the elemental's presence. Let's hurry!
Alright, so as usual, you tend to get a level after a boss fight usually. Let's see, where do we want to put this? Heck yes, I want to equip this. Let's put that on. Throw that on as well. Alright, we're just going to head back here and heal. I had something with what? Oh yeah, so he there mentioned the Dragon Lord, and both Malokia and Belladonna mentioned his Dark Majesty. So that's a mention of two overarching potential masterminds to everything. And Malokia's appearance was actually surprisingly the first time you actually run into him, as he is the antagonist for Reese here essentially.
The Mana Stone is giving off energy. Is this not a good thing, Fairy? We can let the others open the portal, and once they do, we can take the Sword of Mana ourselves before they reach it. It seems like a sound plan to me. No, we can't let them release the mana energy like this. It drains it from the world faster. Even if it opens the portal, it'll permanently wither the mana tree. The more energy that's released, the more it'll weaken the mana power everywhere. If this continues, it might even weaken the seals on the Benevodons. The seals could reach their breaking point. We must find the elementals before the forces of evil release all the mana energy. Then we can open the portal and secure the sword. Please understand.
Oh, Reese's expression there.
Forgive me. I understand. I just want you to know how dire the situation is. But we can do this.
If you're that damn positive, Fairy, I guess.
Oh my.
Ah, there's our cute Undine water elemental.
You're crying. Are you hurt?
No, no. You're on such a noble quest. I was just so moved. Do pardon me.
Give it a second there.
Now
Might
they're getting weaker.
buffer or pixelate.
I've been so quick to tears lately. Have no fear. I will gladly lend my power to your cause. Happy to make all of your acquaintances.
So we now have access to Ice Smash and Mental Boost.
The next mana stone is waiting for us. I need warm weather now, please.
Just looking around, and I can't quite remember if there was something in here. Yep, there's a chest right here. Alright, I guess we did need to buy the glaive. So as you could tell from that meeting with Malokia on Baka Island, or Buka Island, he was the one that took her brother Elliot, which is kind of more or less how you realize that that's the antagonist that Reese deals with. And he had also mentioned his Dark Majesty, who was someone Belladonna mentioned. Yes, the Sahagins that dropped them, it seems. So that would just more or less tell you with a little bit of thought and putting pieces together that both Belladonna and... Oh, we missed that. As I was saying, that would tell you that both Belladonna and Malokia both work for the same mastermind of the Dark Majesty. Oop, I kind of walked right into that.
Allow me. We should continue on our journey as
Nice, I think we've actually gotten 2 boosts. Oh, we didn't come down here. I totally forgot about this chest as well. That's my own bad there. That's 1500 lucre. So that's one that was worth going for. Alright, we're just going to heal up at this statue here. We're just going to go by this fight. I just want to take out these potos as they can, like, slurp you up and then you're without a party member for a moment. Ah, darn it. The whirlwind completely missed them. I did that more for the hopes of potentially getting another seed, but didn't seem like that was in the works there. Heal a bit with that. I'm going to try to avoid the rest of the fights on the way back the best we can. If we get into any, like just now, I'm just going to run. I think that one's a little bit harder to avoid triggering. I jumped up there to avoid triggering it. But the one kind of hopped right towards me as I did, so it ended up happening anyway. Alright, so let's head in here, get the glaive for Resense. I was a bit mistaken, we didn't have any weapon there. Give me 1 second here. Do I gotta do this in here? Here we go, this might be it.
Where's the browse? Oh, good choice.
This is useful.
There we go.
Come again. Welcome. Come again.
Alright, sorry to take up time being quiet like this. Give me 1 second here. Okay then. And deal with that later. Okay. So now we're going to head over to Navarro and Sertan to look for the fire spirit. Seeing as how it's 1 a.m. here, though,
There is no time
and I recall this.
Go to the burning sands. I've never been to the desert. Sounds interesting. I'm a little worried about that whole burning thing, though.
Angela. Okay, so that's down there. So now with that quick run for Undine out of the way, and Ice Smash unlocked to help us deal with a potential fire boss in the burning sands here where the Firestone is. We'll head over here and get off at the capital. But what I was saying about with how late it is, probably won't be streaming too much longer. There was about an hour stream earlier with some more content if you want to see what happened before this one.
It is very hot. Does anyone have some water? Everyone? Take care not to get heat stroke in this weather. You must be in good health to find the Firestone.
Okay, I don't quite recall that, but that's probably because she might only say that as your main character. So Angela's just sitting out here under the shade of the trees, not even in the town itself. Can we send some of this heat to Altana? It certainly helped my mom with keeping the kingdom warm. Alright, so I guess that was the name of her area. Item on the ground there. Another sparkle down here in the corner. Here's a chest. Here is Charlotte. How is this place so hot? I'm gonna dry up completely. I run back here to check behind these buildings for anything. In this area over here, we have a chest back here in this little pointed corner there, and we can see at the other end here another little cactus. You found a little cactus. And now we have the ability to run away from battle a little faster. Prize here. And just basically the little circular meter that fills in when you try to run away will just fill faster, now allowing you to escape a little quicker. Oh, your item shop.
Oh, good choice. You come again.
Get some more of those. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You come again. Oh, good choice.
And you get our herbs up to 15 there.
Come again.
Got a pot there for another herb. Oh, we got the 2 chests that were here, okay. Here's armor.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
Oh.
Lots of wares
Oh,
to browse.
my bad.
Come again.
Alright, that's the armor we already had from the previous area. I think everything might be the same in these first towns because, again, at this point the game kind of lets you either go to Sertan or well, it lets you go to Altena or Navarro first. Or even the Lamploom Wood or Mintos if you really felt like you didn't need to get the others first and you could handle the tougher monsters at your current level. Yeah.
Come again.
The capital Sertan here and the hamlet both have the exact same equipment. Because as I mentioned before, at this point in the game with Voskov and everything, and the fact that the king gives you the location of the last 4 stones, they know that the developers knew that they gave you the oops, switching time of day there. The developers knew at this point that they were giving you the option and the capabilities with opening up the world to you to go and get the last 4 in any order you want. So with Navarro and Altena's being the 2 easier to get, they just give you the same equipment there, so whichever one you go to, you're not missing out on something going to the other first.
Welcome.
Gnome Day. Heal a little bit of MP and HP that were down there. Get a save in the town while we're at it. Now there is something I do need to find here. There's another ability we can get here talking to someone. Is it you? Listen, this is important. A thief came a little while ago and took all of my possessions. But my family was so supportive, I realized the error of my ways. We managed to pick ourselves back up. Now I'm an important figure in town. If I hadn't had all my lucre stolen, I don't think I'd be where I am today. Alright, nope, wasn't you. Although, if you know what he's talking about from playing the game before and using the right main character for events here, then that's a bit of an interesting development from the opening of the game. I have goods to deliver to Din, the oasis in the east, but the desert is crawling with monsters and thieves. Wish me luck, I need it. I know, I probably can't jump back behind there to go up the stairs. Okay, there doesn't seem to be much water coming from the well lately. Some skippers have sighted a ghost ship out there in the waters. You be careful now, you hear? Wait, you were on it? Eek! Yeah, unfortunately we were on the ghost ship. Maybe it is at the town of Din that I'm looking for this person. Give it one more quick glance. It's not a merchant like that. Alright, let's start heading out into the desert here, make a little more progress before it closes for the night. So as you can see from some of these shots, the Burning Sands is a rather large area to go through.
Must search for Fiery Gorge here in this desert. I don't want to stay here long. I'll dry out under the sun. Easy to get lost. Be careful.
That was interesting. But as you can see, compared to the area for Altena's Waterstone that you go through, it's much smaller compared to this, so in general, since you don't have as big of an area to go through for the Waterstone, and enemies aren't like level 30, and also with there not being any boss for getting Undine, it makes going to Altena a little more plausible first before coming here. Especially those bootlays, those armored rhino looking enemies. Those guys are actually pretty tough. So what I'm considering doing here is run around and grab some items and chests that are laying around. But when we get to the first statue to save, we'll probably end up stopping there. Okay, there's a weapon for Charlotte. I totally forgot that we had that weapon there for a party member. The slower moving sands there you can just kind of jump over.
Oh my clothes. Yes. If only there were a pool of water somewhere. Let's just put the Firestone so we can go back and take a bath. Huh?
Just making sure we don't have any more items potentially missing up here. Here we got another chest. Another 1100 loot right there, very nice. Okay. In this cave here we have another item with some more money. Oops. That one was already gone. I got these last two here. There we go.
The area is clear of threats. We have earned a rest.
Oop, okay, we can't get in there from there.
I'm on the job. Allow me.
Don't think we got in there. No, it's right here. Have to jump over some moving sand there.
This is my fight. No need to trouble yourself.
Don't keep me waiting.
Oops, okay, so I gotta... There we go. Oops, that's the wrong...
Allow me.
It didn't go so well there, getting two of our party members petrified that early. There we go, got him now.
How, what can I say? I'm a natural.
Another chest over here with another revival. Let's see, so you got two stats there. Okay, what do we want to do with you? We got that. Get the next luck up from that. Let's boost your HP with stamina. I actually think I need to put a decent bit, just a couple more points to her stamina at the moment. She's kind of been going down in the last boss fight. Well, okay, there was a boss fight before Redeem, but it was much easier than most of the elemental boss fights are. But in that one, Charlotte went down a little more than she usually does, so kind of a sign for me that if that's happening, I need to be raising her stamina a little more. And we recently got the boost that increases the speed at which the escape meter fills, so don't have to wait as long when going to escape. I don't want to take on that group of enemies a second time.
We should work together to defeat this threat. Time for retreat.
Any other items? Yeah, there's one over here. Another 200 liquor there. There's another little cactus.
We should work together to defeat this threat. This is how it is done in
Try to take out this guy before he changes into the adult form. Freaking moving sand, making that so much harder. And then because of the darn sand, we missed anyway. Because for some reason they're not affected by it like we are. Smack that, get some of our gauges back. Was there something sitting out over here? Oh yeah, behind the tree. Another silver seed. Very nice.
Careful! It's the enemy! Time for retreat!
Okay, we got the next town right over here.
Fine then. Here I go. Ah, no.
That works too for saving. Oasis of Din.
We're lucky there's a town here. While we are here, let us take a break. Oh, but do not forget to buy what we need before we leave.
Some of the thing Reese says being Orwell and everything come out kind of weird. To me, at least. But I assume that's how they wanted her character to be. Another 200 lucre there. We did grab the only chest that was in here. Could be some more pots. Somewhere's in another shiny on the ground somewhere's as well. Yes, this is the building.
Somewheres to browse.
So they can all wear the armlet and the moon ring. Cancels out silence. Okay, that is 4 defense, 10 magic, 5 defense, 10 magic, or 5 defense, 8 magic, and cancels out silence.
Good luck. Ooh, exciting.
And then we do have more headgear for them all here.
I have wanted this.
Come again.
Alright, so we got the armlet on you. Wanted the moon ring on you. And you two have the armlets because you're the healer and mage. That way you can't be silenced, so I don't have to worry about you being unable to attack with your elemental spells or heal us. And if we look back there, in this middle section is where these two sleep. And you can see the sword merchant sitting there sleeping. Alright, I see our end icon down here. Ah, here's Angela. This sun is so strong, I can barely see the sand. I am definitely getting a sunburn. Let's see if we can find where Charlotte is here too. Alright, where are you? In a building at some place here? Ah, here's a little cactus sighting. Come on, game. A little cactus sighting in here. On our way to 20% discount from inns and shops. Alright, she must be in one of the buildings somewhere, it seems. Yep, there she is. All the adventure was need snacks. Okay, I got the candy and the chocolate. I'm wetty. Oh, you're so adorable, and you're even sitting there bopping back and forth. Right, there's nothing down there. It's been a while since we had places with an upstairs or downstairs, so thought there might have been something there. Let's head to the inn now, and I'm going to save. And even though it's only been another hour since the last time, just because of how late it is here, I'm actually going to call here at an hour. We have a bit of a short stream. But we did make pretty decent progress. We made it all the way through. Made it all the way through Alront and Altena. Ran into the Dark-Eyed Knight. Took out the boss there. Found the Waterstone. Got Undine's help. And then made our way to Navarre and got to the second town in Navarre on the way there. The oasis town of Din here.
Welcome. Come again. Welcome.
Okay.
Come again.
For some reason I wasn't sure if I had actually saved in the middle of all that talking or not. So when we come back, we'll continue making our way through the Burning Sands, as I recall them being a rather long and lengthy and somewhat windy, almost labyrinth-like area / field to the dungeon where the Firestone is. Also having some tougher enemies, as they're all around level 29 and 30. And taking a little longer than anything did at Altena's Snowy Fields to finish off. So with that, probably at some point later in the day tomorrow, continue through the Burning Sands a little bit. Depending on when I stream tomorrow will determine how far we get in, because if it ends up being pretty late in the day again, probably won't be more than like maybe a 2-hour stream, with stuff that I have to do and actually needing to get to bed at a more decent time tomorrow. Hopefully we can actually make it to a goddess statue to save at tomorrow as well. But again, like I said, that all depends. I'll look and see about that one person that I was trying to find in the capital too. I'm pretty sure he was there, because I don't recall him being in an area that looked like the town, the oasis town here did. So catch everyone if they come back tomorrow. Till then, everybody, goodbye.